8 o'clock, just about to kick off the Saltmarsh. So here comes another fun adventure, I guess. So we'll see how it all goes. A few people here, so gonna have some fun for a few hours. Okay, so checkpoint 1 has been achieved. It's just behind me. Picked up food. So far, really good. Dropped in with some people. Done the horrible bit at the start where we're not actually on the seawall, so should be an easier route now. And yeah, we'll see how it goes from here. I haven't quite yet got to checkpoint 2. We are showing another 19 kilometres in, but I think that's almost the only hill left on the whole course. So I've got to take my walks where I can. Thus far, feeling good. Possibly gone a bit quick at times, but there's a bit in that first 10k where we was having to find our way through woods and across a golf course and stuff like that, and I just didn't want to get lost, so I stayed with some people who were near me just to make sure I got onto the seawall. Once you're there, it's basically, you know, the water's on the right, you carry on going forwards. But feeling quite good. Next aid station, should get my first pineapple of the day, full fat Coke, and some saurine. And then 2 after that, I've got a bacon sandwich because that'll be about lunchtime. So I am eating like a king today. But it's quite nice views around. If you look, that's where I've come from. The wind's behind us at the moment. I think about a quarter of the way in, it's going to turn to be on the side. For the third quarter, it's going to be in our face, as always. And for the last quarter, it should be behind us, which is nice. So, and with club chairman coming out for the last 18 miles, hopefully, I'm only really caring about getting to mile 58 now rather than 76. Because once Lawsy's here, that'll make the time go. So, right, I'm going to head off and try and find this next checkpoint. See you later. Just a quick break to reminisce for about this time last year when me and Sam were doing our ultra. Sam, do you remember my threats to climb in and go pew pew pew? Unfortunately, I can't see the door. I would have done this inside, but that's just a quick update. 30k in, forcing a walk break. As I think I mentioned before, the problem with this course is there's no hills, which is normally where I force the walk breaks in. I've probably gone too far without a proper walk break, so especially as I kind of sped through the last couple of aid stations. So I just got to get everything back under control. It's getting a bit hotter, getting a bit thirstier, so I have to try and stick a really decent amount of water in. I'll probably get the cup out and have a proper guzzle at the next aid station, which I think is about 3k. I'm a bit screwed on all the distances now because I stopped to take a silly photo or silly video for someone, and at some point I've accidentally or automatically thinking hit the start button, but I've only hit it once. So I looked down about, I think, 500-600 metres later and it's still paused. So a bit of a pain, but there'll always be the official distance, the official time, especially as I'm being tracked. So I've had to come down off the actual seawall because up there it's just ankle break city. It's just on real dips, huge cracks. You can't see the floor. So instead I've got this and the occasional bit of fortressing. So I don't know, from a while away I pondered whether that was a folly, which you don't see many of in Essex, but it's not. Right. So there we go, so not long to checkpoint 3, still feeling good. So yeah, I'd take that as positive. I fear the noise on this might be a bit awful because the wind's now in a different direction. Just over 20 odd miles in, so I'm feeling pretty good. And yeah, so refuelled, and got more drink on. I worked out what a big snap was in the backpack, and it was nothing too onerous. So yeah, I was feeling a bit tired and feeling real like I had my mental wobble again. That's always early, but it was. I then suddenly realised that from 20 miles, I'm over a quarter of the way through, so that's not too bad. The next aid station will be just before a marathon, so that has me basically 30 minutes through. So unfortunately, my day will also be turning to be heading into the wind, but by 50 miles, we'll be turning back out. If you keep saying these big numbers quickly, I forget just how far it is. But pretty good as well. So, see you in a bit. So, very close to the first marathon being done. 4:24, so it'll be about 4 hours 30 each marathon. Not bad. Good with that, but just the terrain. This, the having to walk through it, it's just killing me. You can't see where your feet are going, it's all uneven. I've rolled my ankles plenty of times so far. So, I figured, I know, that at the very least, by the time you get to Malden, you get some much better paths, so it'll be possible to make up time there. So I'm not going to kill myself and absolutely drain all my energy fighting through this undergrowth. You know, I'm starting to think I should have brought a machete with me, as the wind picks up as well. So instead, take it easy as the sun's beating down a bit on us. Save the pushing into the energy reserve, so when it's a decent path, I can probably just cruise along. That's the plan anyway. Right along checkpoint 4. I have just left the amazing people at checkpoint 4. They've got past me on. I've managed to snaffle in half of my bacon sandwich. I've got another half coming that I'll eat probably soon. Bradwell Nuclear Power Station, or what's left of it, is just over there. Apparently the next aid station is only 5k away, so that's what I like. You have to excuse me, the coke's coming up. Oh, sorry, you probably didn't want that, but there we go. So, yeah, feeling better again. As always, have the little wobble, get through it, get out the other side, get some caffeine and some food. Just obviously got a shed load of pineapple rammed down my throat, and they didn't really know where to look as that went in. Think Cookie Monster. So, yeah, still really windy, about to really turn into it, but right now I'm fairly certain I think I'm going to do this, which means I've probably got over that early wobble. Remind me next time not to do this video so close to the coke can. But anyway, so pretty good. I'm going to walk a little bit more, do a jog, eat some more bacon sandwich, and see you in a bit. It is 60 k's up, so I'm very close to halfway. It's finally got a bit better. That first half was just overgrown up to your shoulders at times, so you just can't really, you can't trust it because the ground's where it's got dry, you got cracks and your ankle just falls away. But got to here, I know that before long I'm over halfway, and then it's 10 miles to Malden where I'll see the family. From there I think it's 8 miles to Lawsey, which will be kind of what's keeping me going at that point. It doesn't help, one of the checkpoints has vanished, so it's been quite a long drag from checkpoint 5 to what's going to be, oh, I can't fit through the gate, checkpoint 7. I've just seen there's one bugger who's like, I think it not far off, like, I don't even know how far, he's like about 3 checkpoints ahead, so someone's having a bloody good run. But for me it's just about completing today. All my time targets are gotten just because I was not expecting it to be so hard. I mean, a lot of it was just like meadows where there's no treatment for the path, so you're just having to forge your way through. There was one bit I had to completely crouch down and on my haunches go through this gap in hawthorn, and that's not what I'm about. So but I was just determined that I was going to run a whole mile consistently for the first time in ages. Did over 1.5 and then stopped because I thought, right, 60k, stop. Getting water on board's been really hard. In the worst stretch between checkpoint 3 and checkpoint 4, I emptied my Camelback, so that's 2 litres of fluid I took on and was still gasping by the time I got there. Pretty thirsty now, but it's not too long before I've got some cherry full fat Coke to get in me. So it's good and bad. I'm enjoying it. The aid station cruise could not be better. Absolutely fantastic. Really happy, really smiley, chatting away, really good. But it's getting there. I mean, you probably can't see, but Bradwell's a long way away now. So I mean, I am from here just a shade over 2 miles. So what am I? About 58 miles. No, what am I talking about? 38 miles. Just coming up to 40. 58 would be nice. Because again, that's Lawsy. See, I've got Lawsy on the brain today, so I hope he's ready for it. Although I may just burst into tears when he gets there, just for the being thankful that he's going to try and drag me to the end. I'm sure I was going to say something else, but I've completely forgotten now. But yeah, so it's not been perfect. It never is. I don't know whether there's still a bit of the 100 in my legs, because that was only 6-7 weeks ago. What did it do? I finished it week after his holiday 2 weeks ago, so 6 weeks ago. So I think maybe that's part of it, but we shall see. So see you, I don't know, somewhere around the next checkpoint, hopefully. This is windy out, so I'll just be very quick. Just gone through checkpoint, I think it's 7, I don't know, the one after halfway. Feeling good, feeling strong, getting lost a lot. But the next checkpoint, 8 miles away, he's got the family, so definitely looking forward to that one. See you there. This is to give you an idea of what I've been fighting for so much today. And you just can't trust where your feet are going very much when you're running through this, because you can't see, you don't know that there, you've twisted an ankle. It's not ideal to run through, given this is currently waist high for me. So, people at Malden, get out and run on your paths, you lazy gets. I think I'm through the worst of that horrible section. I've just basically walked for 2 hours, the 6 miles. Hang on. Bye! There's the family. Came to see me, so I've got an ice cream now to celebrate that I've done that. So just around the corner is checkpoint, whatever the number is. I'm terrible at maths at this point. And then the next checkpoint is where I pick up Lawsy. So I apologise already, Lawsy. I'm not in a... It's kind of broken my stride. So we'll see if we can't get it back though. So I'm going to get to the end, if only for the medal. And for having my name read out on a Tuesday night. So yeah, see you soon. So my watch says 90 kilometres. On race distance I haven't got there yet because I got lost a few times. Feeling much better after seeing the parents and my lovely wife and my amazing kids and some friends. And they bought me an ice cream, it made me feel better. Got to the 80k or 50 mile just plus aid station, and that just helped me along. I haven't been able to eat the bacon sandwich, but I think my guts might be checked in there, so I'm just taking on again. I think I'm 2 miles from Mark Law's time, which that's good. That also means if it's 90, I'm only 20 miles from ish. I think around the corner would be 20 miles from finishing, so I can do that. It'll be like 3.5 hours or something. I mean, the times and materials aside, I think easily at least an hour's been lost to walking when I didn't feel I had to, but like strength and running ability wise, but just because it wasn't safe to run. So, but it's quite nice, the sun behind, highlighting the sweat all over my face and neck. I think it's safe to say I won't repeat this. It's a lovely theoretical route, and it's great it being on our doorstep, but you just can't run it. It's not a running race, which is a shame. I don't know if you'll see, shining over there is Bradwell. Weird to think that was 50k into the race, so I've run all the way along back there, all the way along there, all the way along, all the way back up there, around there, and all the way to here, and I'm still going to go all the way round there, and then I'll finish. And even that was after doing lots the far side. Should be a good map on Strava. I am through checkpoint 9. Just showed under 97 kilometres by my watch, and I don't know if we can see behind us yet. There's a man stalking me. I've located the Lawsy, so he's going to guide me home. Not too long left of the light before we have to get the torches out, but Feeling much better ever since I got off that ruddy wall. Just the overgrown parts. I mean, here, less than perfect, but you can see the floor, so that's a bit better. It's just starting to get a bit hard to get running again, but I don't know, what is it? So when we get to 100k, it's like 22k, so it's 100k, it's a half marathon to go, which feels a lot more measured. So we'll do our best. The sun is fading, some of the miles to go. Just got through the penultimate checkpoint. I'm here with my saviour, the Lord himself. So we're enjoying ourselves.
We are
talking.
We got a new lease of life.
That's it. So
yes.
So not far to go now. Half a marathon, I think, and that's it. Or that makes it what? Yeah, about 4 park runs to go. So here we go. This is checkpoint 11. I'm told by the fine. Our new favourite friends, because they've given us food and drink. Lawsy, how am I doing?
All right, tired, a bit fatigued, but I'm going to get him through.
There we go. So next time you see me, it'll be the end.
So Andy's got no idea. I've set out to run him in. Not looking at the camera because, like Andy said, the path's pretty iffy. It's a lovely view. It's a lovely moon already. Yeah, so I've got no idea where I'm going. I'll keep this short and I'll let you know when I found him. I can see where Andy was hacked off. I'm only a mile in and I've had to stop to walk. It's just opened up a bit here now. It was even too dangerous to video. It's, waist high grass. And it's going to get worse to see where the light goes on. So that's in one runner anyway, so I know I'm on the right bit. Just over a mile in. 17 minutes. So yeah, I'm glad I've come out to get him anyway, because I'll just be worrying otherwise. Well, Andy, you've got my utmost respect, because I don't know how you've done this all day. I don't know, not even 2 miles in yet, 24 minutes, and I've just had enough of this. Like, you can't see a thing. Maybe it's worse because it's dark, I don't know, but this is horrid. I hope I don't let you down when you eventually catch me and we turn round.
Here we go. So